Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now this is a general reading for all of my Geminis out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe as that'll help me to pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now all of the Oracle decks that I'll be using today are shown here on my table, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase each one. Now I do also offer personal readings, so if you are interested, the link to my Etsy will be listed below. All right, let's get into a couple of announcements before we begin. So if you hear any weird, strange noises in the background, I do have fur babies, and one of them actually has very bad allergies. So you might hear some sniffling or sneezing here and there. If anybody has any suggestions for any natural remedies or medications or anything for little kitties that have allergies, please let me know in the comments below because that would be so helpful to me. Also, as you can see, my camera angle has shifted upward a bit because I got some feedback that you couldn't see the shuffles that I was doing in the previous videos that I did, and that kind of sucks because the shuffles are some of the most exciting parts of my videos since the cards just tend to fly out, and it kind of sucks when you can't see it. So if anybody has any positive comments or suggestions or anything that could possibly help me, please do. They are always welcome because this channel is blooming and budding every single day, and I would very much appreciate it. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get into your mid-month check-in for the month of October. The first deck that we're going to be using is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Love this deck. It's a very nice size. This is the pocket edition. Has beautiful artwork on the front. I hope you guys can see that. Let me know if you can see everything. And on the back are the descriptions, so it makes these cards a lot easier to use because you don't have to refer to a book. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Guides, Spirit, what do you have for Gemini for our mid-month check-in? Wow, that didn't take long. Anything else for our Geminis? Let's do one more just to be sure. Anything else for our Geminis out there? All right, let's see what we got, Gemini. Realm Bridger and Life Force Energy. Ooh, these sound really deep. I like it. All right, so this is Realm Bridger. I will show the front and the back to give you guys a second. If you would like to pause at any time to read this, please do so. Realm Bridger, as you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you believed only happen in fantasy stories. Through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to go through pioneering ideas and creativity. This card is about bridging the seen and unseen. Just as water from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. From the mind and the heart, visions can merge together. Dream outside the box. It's time to create foundations of our realities in a fresh new way. So, Spirit is calling you to bridge the gap between your conscious and subconscious, between our reality and other realities, because a lot of people don't realize how much that can help with moving forward in our journeys here by crossing that bridge and seeing what's out there. Of course, doing it in a safe way, and, you know, making sure that you do your research before you do these deep meditations and saging and doing all that kind of stuff. By going out there to gain knowledge, you might bring back knowledge that would have never come to you if you had not done these exercises and if you had not gone above and beyond to go ahead and reach into those different realities to bring that into your space. And that doesn't have to be just through meditation. It could be through dreams. Dream spaces are very powerful as well. So, you know, you might have a dream where you have an epiphany and you apply that somewhere in your life, whether it's a creative endeavor, or you figure out what you want to do about making a job decision, or, you know, meeting up with a person who was substantial in making a specific decision or a job opportunity, or whatever that is for you. Take it how it resonates, but that's the kind of thing that can come from reaching into those different realities and dimensions and seeking that guidance and that knowledge and that information. Okay? So make sure that you attempt to do this, because when you do, you will start to find different outlets of information that you didn't even know were possible before. Or even just getting a glimpse into another reality might, I don't know, inspire you in some kind of way to bring that reality into ours in it through a creative endeavor. Like if you're a painter or an artist or a singer or anything like that, something where you might hear a specific tune, or you might see a beautiful pattern or a beautiful space in another reality, and the way that you bring that forward is through your creative talents. So check that out and see what you find. I'm interested to know if, you know, any of you have been doing this or are going to do this, and if you do and you start to find these things, please let me know in the comments. It always intrigues me to know about people's journeys and, you know, doing this. I'm doing this myself, so it's very, very powerful, and it's very, very fun. And life force energy. Wow, look at the artwork on this one. It's so nice. Here's the back. Again, please let me know if you guys can see these, because once they're on the table, I know that it's very hard unless you have a phone and you can, you know, zoom in. But yeah, I'm still trying to get a feel of where everything is in the camera's view on the table. Life force energy. Revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. As much as it is possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend time in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. So universe is urging you to get in touch with that life force energy that runs through everything. Again, whatever that means for you, go forth and do that. If you've been thinking about starting a garden or taking a walk, being amongst nature, getting yourself grounded, walking barefoot, hugging a tree, talking to the plants and the animals, do that, because that is a direct tap into that life force energy, and that will make you feel alive. But as well as doing that, remember the things that you surround yourself with, the people, the places, the scenery, the foods. Every piece of that holds some kind of energy. Some hold the life force energy, and some hold very stagnant energy. Like when we eat food, for example, the reason why a lot of people go more towards organic, cage-free, you know, grass-fed, free-roaming animals is because the energy that they feel while they're alive before they are given to us for sustenance, that energy gets carried into our beings, and we carry that energy with us as well. And that's very, very powerful, and a lot of people don't know that. And the taste comes out in the foods that you eat as well. When you can tell when an animal was taken care of before they were given to us for food versus when they were, you know, or if they were abused and they weren't taken care of and they were given all of these antibiotics and all this nasty, gross stuff that ends up going into us later on down the line when we consume these things. So don't forget that everything holds a specific type of energy, and universe is calling you right now to evaluate what energy you're surrounding yourself with and putting inside you. And if it's not the best energy, to start shifting that in your life and to start shifting to healthier and happier forms of energy. Intake those forms of energy and find that life force energy that makes you feel revitalized and that makes you feel alive. because that is going to help you push through your journey. The more alive you feel, the more creative you're going to start feeling, the more you're going to feel active, and you're going to want to get up and do things and, you know, have more fun and start living your life the way that you should. Okay? All right, the next deck that we're going to use is Wisdom of the House of Night. And I think I was called to this deck because of spooky season. Honestly, it is almost Halloween, and that is so fun. And this deck, as you can see, it's a little darker in color, and the artwork is a little darker as well. Of course, the vibes are still elevated. We don't do, we don't do bad vibes out here, so nobody needs to be aware of anything. It is fine. And I also brought out this beautiful little dragon's blood Scully. I think it's dragon's blood. If you're more sure about it than I am, please comment below, because that is, I'm actually a little embarrassed because I collect a lot of crystals, so I should know, but it's been a little while. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, universe, what do we have for Gemini for their mid-month check-in from this deck? And bear with me, because this deck has seemed to have a lot of energy, but it can be kind of resistant. It's been resistant of me for all the readings that I've done with it, so the majority of the time I've been picking out the ones that show themselves most from the deck, just to help out so that I'm not holding you guys up with a bunch of, shuffles and stuff, but we shall see. Anything else for our Geminis? Let's do one more. Anything else? All right. Bottom of the deck, differences. Been dealing with people that, are clearly different from you, or situations that you might not agree with due to differences in beliefs, but that can be transcended. Open up your heart, open up your mind, and remember that at the end of the day, we are all one. We all share that same life force energy. Okay? Let's see. Confidence. And forgive me, because that name down there, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, because I would rather not make a fool out of myself today. Okay, number 42. There are a few of my chosen ones who have the confidence and courage to live forever. There is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in the castle of the Isle of Skye to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move forward through your life's challenges and receive my gifts. Know that I have chosen you, and that you have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. I will be with you every step of the way. So, universe is calling you to be confident in yourself. Be confident in your gifts, in your creativity. If you've been holding back because you're unsure of yourself, or you don't feel like you're good enough to do something, universe is telling you right now to snap out of that mindset, because that is absolutely not true. These gifts, you have had them over many lifetimes. And the universe is just trying to get you to call them back. Especially now, when, with all the things that are going on in the world, people need these talents. People need these gifts. And above all, you need them for yourself to flourish, to move forward in your journey, so that you don't feel that stagnant energy, and so that you can progress better, happier, more authentic to who you are. So, push forward that confidence, work on that inner confidence. Let that shine through, and when it does, I guarantee that things are going to start coming to you, because you are elevating that frequency within yourself. Your gifts are going to start to flourish. Things around you are going to start to flourish, Gemini. So boost your confidence, because that's really important at this time, okay? And last but not least, we've seen this deck before, messages from Spirit. Let's go ahead and get some advice for Gemini. What do we have for Gemini for mid-month check-in? Anything else for Gemini? Any other advice for Gemini for mid-month check-in? Let's do one more. See if, there we go. See if anything else wants to come out. Bottom of the deck, you need to be honest with yourself about what's going on. Whatever that means for you, again, like I always say, take it how it resonates, but there's something in your life right now that you are not facing. You don't want to be honest with yourself about it, and universe wants you to be, because that is going to help you to move forward in whatever situations you're going through right now, okay? Let's see what we have. Our souls are evolving and learning lessons. Sometimes we have difficult past karma to work through. Acknowledge your difficulties and heal from them. So, everyone on this planet, due to the Great Awakening, is going through a very big spiritual transition. Our souls are evolving at one of the fastest rates imaginable, and that's an amazing thing. We are getting rid of a lot of past karma right now in our lives and situations with people, with the soul contracts that we've made with others. We are learning to get rid of that past karma and to break these energetic cycles, okay? So universe wants you to acknowledge the difficulties that have come from this or that are coming from this, but instead of dwelling on the fact that, oh, this is so difficult to get through and I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I can make it, look at them as lessons to learn from, so that you can break these cycles and patterns and move forward, because that's all this is serving to do for you, so that you can move forward with your soul's growth in your spiritual journey, okay? Although you don't see it, there is a divine plan at work here. I always love to say that everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences. Things don't happen just by chance. Everything is happening for your greatest good. And although you might not see it, and although you might not believe it at times, you have to remember that everything is a part of a divine plan for you, okay? Whether you're going through some hardships, hard times, and things might seem bleak, remind yourself of this, because one day you will look back on these moments and you'll realize, oh my God, it was right. That was right, you know? This was a part of my process to get to where I am right now. So always remember that, no matter what you are dealing with, what you're going through, everything happens not to you, but for you. And the more that you remember that, the better that it will be when you decide, well, not when you decide, but as you are moving forward through your journey. All right? The circumstance you find yourself in is not worthy of the time spent worrying about it. Release it. So Gemini, there's something or someone that you have been dealing with that is not healthy for you right now. And it's not worth the energy or the time that's spent that you're worrying about it. What you are exuding, the worry that you are exuding over this situation or this person right now, it's not helping you. It's not helping you reach your greatest good. You are giving this person or this situation too much of your time, too much of your energy, and this is keeping you at a low vibrational frequency. This is keeping you very stagnant within yourself. Release it. Easier said than done, but when you do, trust me, you are going to feel so much better. It's going to feel like this big old weight lifted off your shoulders, and you will be able to move forward much better and much more healthily throughout your journey. Okay? And be careful of self-sabotage. This is going to go right back to that confidence, because self-sabotaging comes in a lot of forms, but not being confident in yourself is definitely a big one. So don't sabotage yourself by thinking that you're not good enough to do something, or that your gifts aren't heightened enough or honed enough to be able to go on that creative endeavor that you want to go on. Okay? You are good enough. You are strong enough. You are powerful enough. Get that confidence up and stop sabotaging yourself. Stop telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough to do this, or oh, I can't do this, or I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough resources. Yes, you do. When you pull from that abundance that I always talk about, when you elevate yourself to the point where you vibrate on the frequency where everything that you desire is there for you already, and you start manifesting, that's when all of this is going to come through. But it can't if you continuously self-sabotage, okay? So universe is reminding you not to do that to yourself. Get that confidence up. Bridge the gap between realms so that you can continuously do that. Remember to get that life force energy into you, because that's going to be very helpful for you, okay? In your soul's evolving, in your soul's journey. Do what you know you need to do to progress, because right now, for a lot of you, there's some kind of a block that's keeping you from moving forward, and I have a feeling that it's nobody else but you. Release that block, release that energy, and have the courage and the faith within yourself and the universe to move forward, and watch what that's going to bring you, okay? All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you for your mid-month check-in for this month. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all at the beginning of November, okay? Bye-bye.